Back row ministry of the world premiere, Mr. Mahdi coming at you live and direct. So, I was watching some old videos, watching some older videos, and I was watching Children of Israel's site page and watching a video that he had put out a while ago talking about the Grammys from last year. Well, the Grammys from this year, actually. And you know, I've been going back kind of watching a lot of older videos on different channels, kind of really, get my knowledge base a lot stronger, gain a better understanding. So, he talks a lot about color codes. You hear me talking a lot about color codes and things like this. And we see that Billie Eilish is another one of these Grammy artists who they just create and suddenly this person is famous. So, I've been on Earth for about 47 years. So, basically I've seen a lot of these created Grammy artists, and they are like these one-hit wonders. The Alison Morissettes and all these people who just appear and they just fade out into nothingness. But they always kind of pop up during a certain time period. So Alanis Morissette, I think that was around New Orleans, and they had a lot of murders. There was a lot of murders in New Orleans at the time when she was big, and a lot of things were kind of going on around that time period, around 96, 97. So here we have Billie Eilish, who is the next big thing, a young lady, 18 years old. He talks a lot about her in a video and the part she's playing in the script that we're in now, the coronavirus script. And something that I caught, and the thing that I caught was one of the pictures that he's posted was her wearing the black mask. Now this is at the Grammys. This is before coronavirus, before lockdown, any of that. Coronavirus was the thing, but it was not a thing at the same time. So he talks about, sunglasses, kind of that representation of the coming war. She has the green and the black hair. He breaks that down, the color code of why her hair is that way. But the thing that caught me is the black mask. And my whole thing was, why would she be wearing the black mask at the Grammys? And when we talk about predictive programming, this is what I'm talking about. And this is how they use certain people in things that are about to come. So in this predictive programming of the ceremony to come, Billie Eilish kind of represents the coming pandemic in a way. She's wearing the mask. She's the person that, is kind of caught in this transformation stage. If you listen to her talk, she really doesn't know who she is. She's still trying to figure herself out. Kind of going with this program. If she's gay or straight. She's kind of all over the place, young lady. But I caught her wearing the black mask. So I know you heard me talk a lot about the black mask and its representation. And here we see Joe Biden. He's always got the black mask. We're seeing a lot of the people in Congress now wearing the black mask. Okay. So the Grammys, the 2020 Grammys was Sunday, January 26th. Sunday, January 26th was the time of the Grammys. When we heard about the coronavirus, and the first case of coronavirus, I'll expand this for you. The first case of coronavirus was December 1st, 2019 in Wuhan. That was that first reported case of the coronavirus. So, going to the calculator, from Sunday, December 1st, 2019 to 1/26/2020 is approximately 1 month, 25 days. And 1 month, 25 days is important because 1 month, 25 days takes us to 56 days. And if you've been following me for a long period of time and what I've been doing for a long period of time, and you know the numbers that we're talking about, coronavirus, let's go to the calculator. That's kind of the basic boy calculator, as we like to put it. Coronavirus, of course, is 56. So it's kind of strange in that predictive programming and using her for the part of the ritual for something that was set to come. And everything that's been coronavirus has been stamped with the number 56. Anything that you hear about coronavirus. So I was listening on the news the other day, 56 new coronavirus cases in the school. Anytime you hear stuff about coronavirus, be looking for that number 56 because you're going to hear this number a lot. So 56 days after the first reported case of the coronavirus, we get Billie Eilish at the Grammys with the black mask on, pretty much predicting the lockdown, the pandemic, and everything that was to come. So if people don't understand that this stuff is pretty much scripted together, they plan these events out, then, you know, there's nothing more we can tell you. The death is real because they're willing to kill you to pretty much spread the story. They have to create the energy of fear. And we talked about that. That's why you have, you know, the black mass. That's why you have the black mass. And we talked about black mass and the symbolism of black mass. And we talked a lot about black mass when we were doing our breakdown. When it came to Joe Biden, black mass is 19. The black mass represents the chaos. Remember the chaos code. Talked a lot about chaos. Chaos is 19. Chaos is 46. 46, we can also tie that. Let's keep time. We can tie that into Chicago. Chicago's 46. Everything is going on in Chicago. Chicago is ground zero for everything that's been happening. Big thing about black mass is it ties in with the catalyst usually behind a lot of these rituals, the Masonic order. And the Masonic order is behind a lot of these New World Order rituals. Remember, the Masonic order is a worldwide agency. It's a worldwide organization. So, see, Masonic order, and black mass. So we got black mass, we got Masonic order. And we see black mass is 73. Masonic order is 73. So they, you know, they can't help but to tell on themselves. They can't help pretty much to put the plan together. So the black mass, Masonic order, chaos in Chicago, coronavirus in Chicago, all that stuff is pretty much being pinpointed in one place and kind of goes into the ritual that we've been talking about for months. But just going back and looking at things and seeing predictive programming from The Simpsons to this whole thing with Billie Eilish and her wearing the black mask way before the lockdown or any of this stuff ever took place. I don't even know how to spell this little girl's name. It's so strange. So Billie Eilish, born December 18th, 2001. She's 18 years old. December 18th, 2001. So from the first case to her birthday, of course, is 17 years, which is the kill code. 17 is the kill code. That's 17 days from the first case to her birthday at the time. She was inside of the kill code. She's from Los Angeles. We talk a lot about the difference between 312, 213. She's an LA kid. LA's on fire right now. LA's on fire. Let's pull out one of her songs and see what her top song would be. Okay, career artist. So her discography, her first album is called When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Like when we all fall asleep, where do we go? Alright, man. And people think that's a coincidence title. So I'm gonna put it in here. When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Okay, so when we all fall asleep, where do we go? 320, 140, 490, and 139. See if we can get anything out of 139. I just want to see. And 139 is what? The 34th prime. 34 is 9. We talk a lot about 9, 0 to 9. When we talk about 9 and stuff like that. So 9 has big meaning in numerology as far as its power. So 9 is a sacred number. 9 is the number of completion and fulfillment. 9 is a symbol of wisdom and good leadership. 9 is a number of heaven. And 9 has a bunch of various meanings. But when we talk about that number of completion, we talk about 9, 12, number of completion. So she really demonstrates that completion of part A of the ritual, moving into part B of the ritual, which we see, which is going into the black mass phase, that transformation piece that we put on the video. So predictive programming, we see a lot of predictive programming a lot of times. You just have to pay attention. Go back and look at old stuff around the time of coronavirus, the whole Kobe Bryant situation, and you can just pick up on certain things. Funny what you'll pick up on once you start doing the research. Mr. Mahdi, Back Row Ministry, peace and grease.